birthday to Grandma Amparo, everyone. You are seeing this on Thursday, February the 2nd of 2023, and this just so happens to be my grandmother's birthday. If you guys are golden oldies, you know that I don't necessarily celebrate every single holiday. I really pick and choose which ones I choose to acknowledge, and I make my own, the ones that are really, really, you know, really true and full of, in my heart. I like to share that joy and share that with you guys. And my grandmother is just such a humanitarian. She's so empathetic, and she's so kind and loving and full of integrity and fairness. And I love my grandmother so much. So to honor her and her life and how she just wants to help people and she just wants everyone to feel okay, I am offering this coupon code to you guys. 20% off the entire 𝚃𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗.com website. So that includes the tarot talk classes, that includes the extendeds, readings from the before time, and it includes 20% off of the psychic tarot readings, 20% off of the consigliere sessions. It's going to be one day only because, you know, part of the reasons why I never really do flash sales is because I like to not be booked out, you know, months in advance or like a year in advance ahead of time. So this is really from the bottom to the top of my heart, and, you know, just a really special way that I can honor my grandmother and her life and her legacy and everything that she has bequeathed to me in spirit. And she's still here. She's still with us, you know, so, you know, she's still here. But yeah, happy birthday to my grandmother. You guys go ahead and enjoy that 20% off. That is going to be for Thursday only, and it expires Thursday evening. Coupon code Love You Grandma, and you'll see it on the screen here somewhere. So I forgot to say, make sure when you put in your order, I'm having weird issues with both websites, TheFirstArteagan.com and the Wholesome Occultist. Sometimes you guys book through one or the other, and there's weird little bugs in both of them, so I'm still trying to figure it out. Thank you so much for your patience, and I'm working on it. When you order on the Arteagan, in the notes section, when you're putting the order in, please say something to my grandmother. Please wish her happy birthday, or just like a cute little note. And I love her so much, and thank you guys. Also, my loves, I am so excited to come out with these Arteagan meditations. They are going to be priced at $22.22 on the wholesomeoccultist.com website, but they will be available, all 6 of these guys, on the patreon.com/thearteagan for $33.33 in the Kings and Queens tier, and you guys, and above. So you guys, anyone that has been interested or waiting for more, this has been truly a labor. It has been very laborious, and so I've been channeling to get these get it just right for you guys and putting this whole thing together. I'm really excited to drop this soon for you guys. So like I said, the patrons will get it all 6 together for like the price of, you know, I'm not even good at math. I don't even like math, but I can tell you that it's a good deal. If you are only needing one, they will be available, like I said, individually on the wholesomeoccultist.com, and I will let you guys know in one of these videos when they are live, so you can go ahead and just make sure to set your notifications for these YouTube videos. Make sure that you are liking and subscribing and sharing and commenting, doing all of the things, leaving all the little bits of good karma throughout. And let's dive in to your message and your reading. Okay, my loves, tuning into your energy. I picked up alliteration. I'm picking up so much rhyming and like almost like nodding. So I don't know if this is that you're writing poetry or stanzas or lyrics, or if you are trying to remember something. It feels like this could be some kind of like mental device. And I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this. This is the mind palace that I got used to creating, where it's one of those ways to remember stuff. So it could be that you're using one of those devices, you know, the Loci device or something like that. But I'm getting that it's very hypnotic and it's very positive. There's something really like attractive or really, I don't know, it's almost like something's really easy about it. So if you are doing anything with rhymes or rhyming, it's going like really well, or it's really fun is what it feels like. It feels like that's what it is. Okay, so it's in the zone. Someone or something that you're taking in, maybe you're listening to music, it's very much in the zone. You're in that really, really nice space where you are artistically channeling, and so stay there, stay in the zone, whatever this is for you. It's like a charm. Okay, let's see what this message happens to be, because it feels very, I don't want to say like affectionate, because it feels very cerebral. Like it feels very, how do I put this? It just feels really like it has some kind of affection with it, but it's sort of like dispassionate. It's more like being very pleased with something, like mentally pleased with something. Okay, starting really strong with the 9 of Wands. This is definitely something that is to be protected. This is, you may not be sharing this with anybody else. You may be keeping it very private, very personal, and it might be very personal. I mean, I've been writing since I learned how to write, and I wrote a lot of poetry in my life, and a lot of people start with poetry, and that's just, you know, you might be putting something together and just keeping it close to the chest. We're going to open it up and get the answers, but you know, we're starting there. Tell me more about the message. What message am I here to deliver? If none of this resonates, enjoy the Scooby snacks. We can always learn from everyone else's lessons and things. We have the Magician, as well as the 10 of Cups and the Star. I can see why you're protective over this. This is a beautiful relationship. This is a wonderful partnership, a beautiful marriage, a really life-affirming friendship. This is what I say about relationships, especially like romantic, love, marriage relationships and friendships and things like that. They should be your sanctuary. You should turn your intimate, close relationships into sanctuaries. Any one-to-one connection can be that. If you make it, if you know, both of you together creating this third entity, creating a sanctuary out of your bond together, that's what I'm getting with this. So clearly this needs to be protected, and maybe even it feels like there's been attacks to it, or there's already been stones thrown. Like this is someone that's already, look, they have like a bandage. Let's see if you can get it a little bit clearer so that it focuses. This person already has a bandage. Goodness gracious, mother of pearl. Anyway, this person already has a bandage. They have, you know, they're already wounded from holding the line and defending their line. So this is definitely something that's taken hits. This is definitely something that was threatened, either in its beginnings and its inceptions. And, you know, especially when a relationship is just starting, it's like a little seed. It starts in the dark. And then when it does sprout and it starts to be visible to everything else and all of the elements, what happens? There's wind, there's storms, there's tornadoes, there's animals trampling over everything, there's people. I mean, like it's just not strong enough really yet. A little sapling, it needs some protection. It needs some, you know, it just needs a little bit more maintenance to really get it strong on its own. So it looks like you or whomever you're connecting with are definitely wanting to protect something very special and very unique. This is a relationship or some kind of sanctuary where you feel very supported, or you feel very free to be yourself with this Magician energy. And this is something that allows you to feel like you can really fully express yourself. That's what I mean when I say a relationship should be a sanctuary, where it's safe. It's safe to be yourself. It's safe to learn. It's safe to make mistakes. It's safe to grow, so long as that foundation has been laid. And it looks like I said, it looks like this is going to be something that, you know, you're going to have to protect it. You're going to have to really be strong about it. Be really strong about the boundaries. Be really strong about the defenses. Be really strong about letting people know, or letting others know, that there's a line that you're going to defend, that you're going to uphold. So when that's done, though, when you have those moments where you have to, like, you know, do that or do something or say something or whatever it happens to be, whatever that looks like for you, you enjoy your relationship, you enjoy your business partnership, you enjoy your best friend, your sister, your brother, you enjoy your cousins, whatever. This is a one-to-one relationship, but whatever this is, you go ahead and enjoy it, because it looks absolutely very creative too. Either very creative or spiritual, or you just feel very healed and very healing when you are showing up in this relationship, when you guys are sharing this bond and relating, and, you know, whatever it is, whatever you guys are bonding over. Interesting. The Queen of Swords is here. So we have a feminine energy, feminine dominant energy. This is the one that is very sharp, really great at strategy. This could even be like a professional. They could be someone in a, how do I put this, like a, and that's funny because I get this like sort of like when I talk about like the mind palace and things like that. So I would use it. I started learning the mind palace using it for like grocery lists and memorizing really long grocery lists. So this could be someone that they live in the mind. They're very like mind alive. This is someone that they could be a lawyer, or someone that deals with like a lot of paperwork, or deals with a lot of, I want to say like structures, but like invisible structures that exist in that, I would say, the other dimensions. Other people would say other words or whatever. Doesn't matter. They exist immaterially. Let's just say that. And then they might be grounding it down, but not really super physically. This is a very competent communicator, or this could be a therapist, someone like that. Tell me more about the message. Thank you. Ah, Three of Pentacles. So there's a lot of cooperation. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of camaraderie. You may also, all these people, whoever this other person is, you could meet them through work. You can meet them through some kind of class, or where you're learning something. But this can also be a little bit, how would I, there's a common goal or a common purpose, but everyone brings something different to the table to get this thing done. There's one person teaching, there's one person drawing, and then there's the model right there. So it's like you need all of the elements. This could even be someone organizing it. This could be someone bringing somebody together, bringing a couple people together. The Fool, bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Overall, I'm hearing this again. This is on beat. This is like, thank you. She's saying, you don't skip a beat. There's something where it's like, okay, this is very Hitchcock. This is very Hitchcockian. This kind of back and forth that you have with each other. It's like you go back and forth and back and forth, back and forth until one of you lands. Boom. Okay. So it's very much like that. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting Hitchcockian kind of back and forth, and then I'm also getting this alliteration. I'm getting like rhyming. I'm getting something, but it's like it's on beat or on point. I'm not a musical person. I don't know what the right terminology is, but it's on point. That's all that's the best that I can describe it. For some of you, it's dialogue. That's what the Hitchcockian means. Okay, she's showing me all this cool stuff. Okay, so like I said, the Hitchcock, back and forth until one of you lands a point. Okay, so it's going to be, it actually looks really fun. So overall, there is something being, so for some of you, this is maybe the conception of a child. For some of you, this is the beginning of like an artistic collaboration, but it's a little bit more like, it's artsy, but there's something, it's very hard work focused. So this isn't just, it looks like the boundary needs to extend to all of it. Like there just needs to be like a lot of protection. Like this is the little seedling, this little Page of, Pentacles. This is like the little seedling, the little sapling, this little, budding thing. And it just has to be, it's like, it's already weathered some storms or some, just to even get it visible. So it could have already had a bit of a fight in the dark, so to speak. And so it does look like there's going to be a really fresh, clean slate for another person here. This would be someone that's a little bit more, I don't know if they're like a little bit more intuitive or creative. There's some creative professional here, or there's someone that's very sensitive, it's kind of sensitive. So this might personal. That's the word I want to use. They're just, someone's just like, they're taking it personally. There's something very personal about this. So if this is like you're starting a new job, you're starting a new, endeavor, this is going to be very personal for one person. This person is really interesting. I feel like this is someone bringing someone together, or bringing people together, or bringing the team together. This could be a team too. Could even be these people coming to bring the team together. Like bringing a group together for some kind of common goal or purpose. Wow. It's interesting. This risk, it's lucky. It's got luck, blessing with it. But the risk is more so like emotional, or how do I put it? It's like there's this person's gonna, it's like very personal. Like there's something about, kind of like how this person's very naked. She's kind of bringing me back to that, where it might just feel like you might just feel a little bit exposed, or there might be something that's feeling a little bit exposed about this. So even more so, protecting what's special about the connection, or what's special about why you're coming together, and having really strong boundaries, protecting that bond. This is very, it's interesting, because it's like you need to be sensitive enough in order to do this, in order to, whether that's be in a marriage, or whether it's to come together and collaborate on a humanitarian endeavor, or whether it's to come together on some kind of work project. There's something about this that's very, very personal, that it does demand that you'll have to, be comfortable being a little bit more vulnerable, or sharing yourself, or a little, something like that. So let's start clarifying. I'm hearing that TikTok sound, and maybe it's a real song. I don't know. That I don't care how long it takes. Something about how I don't care how long it takes. What about the 9 of Wands? Oh, thank you. We have the Empress. This is going to be so great. This is going to be so freaking amazing. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. Someone is hiding a pregnancy, or you're hiding like a creative birth, or you're hiding some kind of money, you're hiding the funds, you're keeping it, this person is keeping it very, I feel like I'm outing someone's secrets here. Keeping it very close to the chest, keeping it very very secret, not really telling anyone about it. And it's almost like you don't want to, how you kind of like wait until a certain amount of time goes by with a pregnancy, because there could be, there could be a loss. It's kind of like that. So, someone may be pregnant, but not telling anyone, because they want to wait until the doctor says that, it's like, okay. Or it's a project or a creative idea that you're not sharing with anyone, because you don't want, people criticizing it, or, jumping on it. And, once you share anything, whether it's online or with your friends and family in person, it's a little bit less yours. And all of a sudden, everyone can have an idea about it. Everyone could, and the same thing, this could even apply to business. This could be a business idea that you have that you'll really need to protect and keep it, safe, to let it grow, to let it, and I'm telling you, with the Empress here, whatever this is, if it's a new relationship, if it's a marriage, an existing long marriage, if it's a work thing, it's going to be successful. It's going to be great. It's going to, the Empress is the multiplicator of images. This is the one that is very fertile, very, or if you're, a masculine, it's very high virility. Okay. It's very, pregnant with abundance and prosperity, and like all of the wonderful good things in life. Like it's just very full of all of that. So this is very, it's got all the trappings of success. That's kind of what it felt like when I was talking about like the alliteration, how it's like a very pleasant feeling. So it's very much, it's like, okay, so you guys have heard me talk about this before, like just like being a writer, how words, I got the words, you know, I got all of them. Like I can pull them down whenever I want. I can write whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, words and writing, it's like infinite. It's limitless. So it's kind of like that. Like whatever you're doing or whatever this is, whatever this bond is, it's got that kind of, we can just get more. There's more than enough. There's more than enough to go around. There's so much. It's like that. So it's very like pleasant, but also there's a lot. So, you know, you want to protect, it's like protecting the goose that lays the golden egg or something. You want to protect that thing. Let's take a look at the magician, the star, and the Ten of Cups. Very healing bond, very healing connection. This is interesting. The King of Swords and the Seven of Cups. We have our first pair, the King and the Queen of Swords, a natural pair, the first natural pair. I'm hearing it. I don't care how long it takes. That song. You guys know I'm not a singer. Okay, I can do a lot of things. I have a lot of talents. Okay, I have a lot of talents, skills, and abilities. Singing and music, not one of them. Okay, so but this is really dreamy. This is interesting. This is like someone also that lives in their mind. It's very interesting because this person lives in their mind. They're very, how do I put this? Very heady. They like it when things make sense. They're very logical and rational, but yet they are the ones feeling very healed and very dreamy and feeling very fulfilled in a relationship that has an element of, maybe it's creativity, maybe it's imagination, maybe it's open-mindedness, maybe it's, there's something unfamiliar to this person mentally in a relationship, and it allows for healing to come in and to come through. But they don't know what to make of it. They don't know what to call it. They don't know, they might not have the words for it right away. And it might be about this personal relationship. Or alternatively, if that part of it doesn't resonate, alternatively, this is someone that sees a lot of potential in a relationship, in a partnership. So if this is an existing marriage, all of a sudden your partner's going through something, it's like a personal renaissance, and all of a sudden they're like opening, they're just blooming like a flower, and they're like a whole new, you know, shedding a skin new person, and you're like, wow, they're really going through something cool here, you know. Or if it's a new person that you're meeting, they're just like, they're different, they're very different than other people, or other people that, this would be someone that can, that's kind of, I say this with love, but this is someone that can be kind of judgy. They can usually clock someone, or maybe they just, you know people very well, or they kind of get a good, they're good at casing the joint, you know, they can kind of size people up, but not like this person. This is someone that they can't really pin them down, and that's part of the fun. This really is like a Hitchcockian pairing here. Let's take a look at their counterpart, this Queen of Swords. Oh, that was something. The double star, and you have the Queen of Wands. That's a lot of chemistry. I really like these people. These are my kind of people. You have double Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Empress. The Empress is all four queens in one. So this is very, very dreamy. This is very, how do I put this? It's all the different elements in one. So you have the heady, you have the organized, the well-structured, the logical, the practical. And you also have physical attraction, entrepreneurship, hardworking, and you also have sensitivity. There's something really personal about these people, or maybe just one person, or there's something about the thing itself. This is such a nice pair, the King and the Queen of Swords, but like a little bit spicy because of all these other, you know, energies here. This is cool. Wow. It might even be this person, the feminine dominant person, they might even be, I don't want to say holding back, but they might just be protecting themselves. They might just have good boundaries where they just, you know, they don't leak out their energies. They don't, you know, like they don't waste little bits of themselves, you know, not because people guilt them, not because people expect things from them, not because they're coerced, not because they're threatened, not because they're programmed by the societal standard. You know, like this person's like very deliberate. Thank you. They're very deliberate of, you know, with whom and upon whom they distribute their charms, their energies, their mental energies, their physicality, their bodies, their ideas, their creativity, their dreams, their hopes. Very, very, this is very good boundaries with this person. This is a feminine dominant person. Look at this. It's interesting. It's like, it's part of why this masculine could be so captivated too. At all this. Like, there is something about time here, and I'm not the timing psychic, so I can't tell you like when any of this is going to come to pass. This is, there could be an age difference. There's something about like waiting for the right person, waiting a long time, waiting for, or the right work project, the right job, the right promotion, the right company, the right team of people to come together. I don't care how long it takes. That's what that means. The time is now. So if you happen to be the person on this team or in this situation where there's something very personal, go for it. Just jump in. It's okay. It's safe. It's the time. The time is now. Let's take a look at this. This is a collaborative thing here. So this is more than just one bond. It might start with one bond though, kind of like how, you know, families start. Families start with one bond. And we're not making any projections or judgments on what that looks like, but it starts with one bond and it grows, it multiplies from there. This could totally be like a work family or something, or, you know, a company being formed or something. Temperance, any of the sun. I love temperance with this. This is like your work situation. Okay, I'm getting that someone's had a really rigorous daily routine, that it was just hard and grinding and grueling, something about it, for kind of a while. And this is a healing balm to that. This is like your coworkers are going to be really chill. You work really easily together, or maybe the commute isn't so bad. Maybe you had like a really big long commute, or you know, it's just, or maybe you just had people like really criticizing you and really like wanting different things from what you wanted to do. Something was just really grinding about the day, you know, like the day in and day out, and this is going to clear the way for that. She's giving me that again, the alliteration. You might be singing on the way home in your car. I don't know, some kind of like a rhyme, even if it's like a children's rhyme or something, you know, you could be singing it, or it can come on, or you can be listening to it. So I'm getting that a lot. Okay. So you can expect like a balance to come back to your daily lived experience, and maybe even some more healing, maybe an introduction to more spirituality, or there's going to be some element of, I would say not just an element of sobriety and balance, but the element of calmness. There's going to be something more relaxing, just like really calm, chill about this group, the project, the day. But I'm really getting like the day, you know, it's not going to feel like a grind. It's going to feel very balanced. take a look at your guidance. These are beautiful energies here. And there is something kind of fated, a little bit magical, a little bit destined about this. I mean, I should just say fated because what you do is you making the destiny. There is something magical, though, with the Fool and the Star. Actually, double stars. 2 stars here, and then Temperance even. So this has been like a timing issue where it just wasn't the right time. And there's like the people. These are like very special people that, and they're all kings and queens. So all these people are really, it's about their identity. So it's not so much about like their success as individuals. It's more that they've really grounded down who they are. And remember, who you are is what you have. It's all that you have. It's everything that you have. They've all really, really sharpened and honed themselves in terms of their identities. They're all like these unique identities, and that's kind of like the most important part of this. Well, one of the most important parts, because it's about the bonds being honest, because everyone's being an honest person as an individual about who they are. When people lie to each other, they just do that because they cannot be honest with themselves. So these are people that are honest with themselves, and they're honest in their bonds. So it's part of what you want to work to protect is anyone criticizing it or, you know, trying to butt in or trying to knock it down. There's like an issue that they have with themselves that they're projecting. And, you know, we don't need to get too heady about it, but you already know that. Whoever this reading is for, like, I feel you already know that. There's already great boundaries in place. There's already great safety. Good sense of safety here. Any other guidance? Enjoy the sanctuary, though. There's, she just showed me the sandbox, you guys. You guys know what that means for me. You're finding people or a lover or something, whatever this happens to be for you, that will, it's just you two in the sandbox together. That's what the alliteration is. It's like you and this other person, whether it's a Hitchcockian, you know, throwing things back and forth until someone scores a point. You both get it. You both get the joke. You both get the pacing. I don't know, I don't know what it's called. I don't know anything about music, but it's like you both get, you're having fun with it, and you're both in that same zone. That's what you have to protect. Don't let anybody that doesn't get it in that. Because you're going to see that you're on like a roll, or you're in a flow, or and it just goes and it's easy. It's not really going to feel like work or anything. So if it's a relationship, the relationship's not going to really feel like work. It's going to be very inspiring and very healing. And if it is a project, if it is a company, if it is a promotion, if it is a program that you're getting into, it's not going to feel like work. It's going to feel like a lot of fun. Okay. Thank you for that. And that's what opens you up. That's what sets you really free. But that's what makes, I'm seeing all of this looking at this card, looking at the Magician. That's what makes someone in this thing, troop, or whatever this is, or bond, that's what makes someone feel like they can do anything or surpass their previous limitations, either creatively or sexually, or how they can feel emotionally with another person, or the work that they can do, or the type of a family member that they show up to in their family relationship. You know, it pulls them up along to even surpass their own ideas of what's possible for themselves. So really special sanctuary here. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, hold your vision. So, you know, there's a lot of smart people and smart energies here that are planners and, you know, people architecting. Someone's already architecting whatever this is. So you already know about the boundaries. You already know how to protect it. You already know who's, like, I don't know if it's like not trustworthy, or you already know who's throwing the rocks at it, whatever it happens to be. So this is just your confirmation to hold your vision, which I think you already know, but like I said, this is your confirmation. I know that it's backwards, sorry. Then you have 3 poppers. Let's take a look. The answers you need are coming. So there's going to be some communication coming in, some more, I don't know, documents or paperwork or conversations about things. Answers are coming. Step out of your comfort zone. Exactly what I said over here when I was talking about how something's very personal to you, and like just go for it, just jump in, you know, open your heart up wide, take that kind of a risk. It's very personal. It's going to be out of someone's comfort zone. It will be. But trust that you're in a safe company or relationship or bond or group dynamic, family, whatever this is. You're safe. So go ahead and step out of your comfort zone. Speaking of which, you and your loved ones are safe. So everyone's okay. Everything is okay. Everyone's good. So if anyone has any worries about family members, everything's gonna be fine. Everything already is fine. Everyone's okay. You and your loved ones are safe. That feeling of safety is needed before anything else can happen. That initial bond has to be a safe sanctuary for it to really multiply and grow on a steady foundation. You need that safety first. So that's part of why it's really important to have those boundaries to protect that relationship or protect that institution or protect that you know, company, protect your team. If you have employees, you protect those people. You know what I'm saying? So safety. And then you play. You just play. Have fun because you're safe enough to play and be yourself and learn and grow and all those wonderful things. What a lovely reading. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your energies with me, my loves. Remember, the 20% off is for Thursday, the 2nd of February. Happy birthday to my grandmother. And look out for the Arteagan meditations. They will be coming up on the Wholesome Occultist very soon. Until next time, my loves, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.